Good morning, teachers. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and that your work week is off to a great start. Looking at our agenda for this week, you'll notice that from our learning targets that we have switched gears and we're going to start talking about English learners in our classrooms and what we can do to support them in their learning. First item on our agenda is a review of last week's reading on culturally responsive classroom management. And then we jump right into this week's reading, and if I click on that link, you'll see that we're going to read Chapter 6, Linguistic Diversity in the U.S. Classrooms, and Nathan Bodie, and Duncan and Renee. We will be reading Chapter 8 on programs that support families. And then I have 4 short articles on English learner strategies to use with your students. Now, I do have some additional resources down at the bottom. Those are not required. Those are just optional resources. We're taking a break on our discussion board this week, and instead I'm going to ask you to create a Padlet. If you're not familiar with Padlets and haven't used them before, I have a couple of videos at the bottom that will walk you through how to use them. You can work with a partner or partners on this, and what I would like for you to do is to create a Padlet to share with your team or department that provides them with strategies for working with English learner students on language acquisition, as well as developing a classroom that reflects a competitive bilingual perspective. These can be instructional resources, books, videos, etc. And if you click on the link here, that will take you to the Google document where I want you to put the name or names of the individuals that created the Padlet as well as the link. I have a little example here. It's just a screenshot of the Padlet that was created last year, and you can see how the students organize it. Now, you don't have to have it doesn't have to look exactly like this. I'm just trying to give you an example of what it could look like. And you'll see they've used different types of resources, including videos and hyperlinks and websites. And you can see that the scroll bar indicates, the gray scroll bar right here indicates that there are more resources. Now, I'm not setting a number of resources that are required, just one that should reflect the work for the week. So with that said, back to our agenda for this week. You will post your Padlet right there. Okay? And then the final item for this week is just a review, as it is each week, of a summary of what is due, which is your readings, the Padlet that you create, and of course your family engagement plan is due by 11:55 this evening. Top. Also, just a quick note that you will find Chapter 8 and Duncan and Renee at the top of this Moodle page. There's a folder there for that. And just a quick note that it'll probably take me 2 weeks to get your family engagement plans back. There are 50 students in the class, so it'll probably take me that long. Hopefully I'll get them done earlier, but if not, please be patient in regards to Again, hope everybody is doing well. Look forward to talking with you again next week. Take care.